All right, first time on Sunset Drive. Joining us today is the Vice Chairman of the Committee on Constitutional Amendments, Revision of Codes and Laws, Oriental Mindoro Representative Reynaldo Umali. Hi, sir. I understand that there seems to be a consensus between the Senate leadership and the House leadership on the issue of revisiting some economic provisions of the 1987 Constitution. All about, of course, to revive talks on charter change. What is the position now of the committee on this?
House Committee on Constitution has already conducted, and we are now conducting public hearings already on charter change. In fact, the committee already went to Cagayan de Oro in time to do our own rounds and consultation of the people thinks about policy amendments.
All right. So what are the people saying now on charter change, sir? Has there been a positive feedback on the possibilities now of changing or perhaps amending the 1987 Constitution?
I think, the people are open to it. A lot of people, to my mind, given the fact that past several years there is always this clamor for charter change, I think the people are now ready to initiate changes in the Constitution because there are really a lot of provisions in the Constitution that I think needs to be amended.
Okay, so that is what the people in Cagayan de Oro say about charter change. But what about in your district, sir? What do your constituents say about charter change?
Which one?
In your district, sir, in Oriental Mindoro. Are they also in favor of amending the Constitution?
Actually, really, when you talk of provinces like, the rural areas, this is something that is not really talked about too much. But I think when the opportunity comes, that they are consulted and they become or they are made aware of the issues confronting the Constitution. On my end, I think they will go for charter change also.
Do the consultations, sir, your public consultations on Chacha come with the educational aspect? Yes, you just said, sir, that many from the rural areas, in many provinces are really not abreast or not aware and knowledgeable of what Chacha is. So your consultations come with educating and informing, disseminating the proper information and details about charter change.
Actually, that was the strategy adopted by the committee on constitutional amendment of the House of Representatives. Because I think we also realize that there is a need to educate the people so that they will be more aware of this. And we feel strongly that if there will be any constitutional change, it should happen in the first semester of the term of the President, which should be on or before 2013. So, because after 2013, there will be problems anymore because this will be there will be issues about the possible benefits that the incumbent will realize when you do a constitutional change towards the end of the term of the incumbent.
Okay. One of the roadblocks I see for the proponents and for the supporters of charter change is that the reality that Malacanang is at this point in time not prioritizing charter change. So how will the committee, both the House, well, not just the committee, but the entire leadership of the House and the Senate, of course, you speaking only on behalf of the committee, how will you be able to hurdle this block, the reality that the executive will, of course, in one way or another, be influential in the decision making of the legislative?
Let me just tell you that if there is one administration that is sensitive to the people's clamor, it is this administration. And as the President Noynoy said, kayo ang gusto. I think when he listens, this is an administration that listens to the people. So I don't really think that it will be that the administration or Malacanang will be hindrance to any charter change move. Except that at this point in time, of course, perhaps there is not much move. But then when you hear the clamor of the people for charter change, I guess Malacanang will respond to it because this is an irresponsible administration.
Senate President Enrile was saying earlier this morning that he would really push for the revival of the Triccia debates, especially, of course, at the Senate, only when economic provisions of the Constitution will be touched, and not the basic, the other provisions of the 1987 Constitution. So how is that now for the committee?
Yeah, I think we share the same sentiment. We're not open to changing certain government structures, but then we are amenable to selective amendment of certain provisions of the Constitution. Really, that which will hasten, our growth. Those relating to the economy, and so on and so forth. So I think, I have not heard really what Senator and Senate President Enrile mentioned, but I think we share the same sentiment that not all of the provisions should be open.
Yes, that is what he actually pointed out in news reports, that he would want the debates to be confined on economic provisions, the debates.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about, sir, you were going around the country, in many provinces on your effort to consult the public on charter change debates. What about, sir, the sentiment at the House of Representatives? Yes, Speaker Sonny Belmonte is in favor of Triccia debates that should ensue in the resumption when your session resumes in July. But so far, what has been the sentiment among the congressmen there?
I think a great majority of the representatives are also amenable and are open to charter change. So I don't think this will be a difficult issue to hurdle. In fact, even in the past congresses, the clamor is very strong, except that the side issues like the lengthening of the terms,
yes, of public officials.
Yeah, is what is giving this the charter change advocates a difficult time. And then, of course, it's always the timing, because they always move for a charter change towards the end of the term of the president.
Yes.
Even dating back to the term of President Ramos. That's why there is always the reservation to go ahead with the charter change in the previous attempts. That's why in our case, in this Congress, we felt that if we are to push for this, we have to push for this 15 Congress, and not and not in the 16th Congress.
Okay, another important aspect of the charter change debate, sir, is the mode of amendment. Have you, in fact, already settled the mode of amendment? Will it be constitutional convention or the CON as Constituent Assembly?
I think, I do not know yet. We have not really discussed that. But then I think, based on our meetings in the committee, I think constitutional convention is the more preferred mode.
Okay. On that note, sir, we thank you very much for sharing us your thoughts and your wisdom on this pressing issues of the day, sir. Thank you very much, and we hope to have you again, sir.
Okay, thank you. Happy weekend.
Thank you, sir. So that was the Vice Chairman of the Committee on Constitutional Amendments and Revision of Codes and Laws, Oriental Mindoro Representative Reynaldo Umali.